The Green attack on the Red Nation certainly hurt the Red Army. However, it was a small attack on a rather insignificant part of their country. There weren't any industrial or agricultural complexes that were targeted, so the Reds really only lost a few miles of villages. However, they were clearly looking for a retaliation plan, as they didn't want to go to war with their former ally but were dragged into it by force. So the mysterious Kaiser Redhelm sent spies into Tan lands to see where they were planning on striking their green mutual enemy. He found out that a Tan attack along with their blue ally was going to hit a green railway station very soon. So he sent his own army towards this location. His hope was that the Tans, Blues, and Greens would hurt each other enough before his men arrived so that his men could come through and finish off any survivors. However, his army arrived late and the battle hadn't even started yet. So this would be a four-way between the Tans, Blues, Greens, and Reds, with the Greens sandwiched in the middle. Hey guys, what's going on? Daily Tactics here, and I am back with another episode of the Army Men Civil War series. And now this is a doozy of a battle here. This battle is going to be immense. We have four different nations all attacking each other. Each nation is a part of the original Plastic Kingdom, so this is really the peak of the Civil War itself, excluding the purples and grays and yellows, who were never actually part of the nation. They were separate nations in of themselves. But this is going to be a doozy of a battle. So we have the Tans over here with their superior tank production capabilities, and they are allied with the Blues, who are over here. In this case, the Blues, they of course are better at strategy, but this is such a straightforward assault that there's no way to really strategize it all that well. So I gave them a slight health buff because maybe their individual soldiers will strategize better and therefore be able to outlast the enemy a little bit. So they have a slight health buff, and they're going to be over here aiding the Tans. In the middle, we have the Greens, who of course have population density 1,000,000, so they have far more troops than either side here. And they have troops set up on these defenses everywhere. They also have a few different cannons in position, ready to fire at the enemy tanks that are going to be coming in. They're pretty good anti-tank guns, so this thing should be able to pin most of what comes at it. And they've got another one. Where is it? I can't find it. What the heck? There's a second one. I'm just not seeing it. Am I being really dumb? Where's the second freaking thing? Oh my god, it's right here. I'm blind. I'm actually blind. It's right here. So they got two of those. And then the other enemy is the Reds, who of course have developed Tiger tank technology. We've witnessed that in a few videos now. So they've got one of those bad boys right here, which is going to be combating most likely the Super Pershing over here. Both of which are very powerful, so we'll actually have to see who manages to win that duel. And then they have less troopers than their counterparts, but they do have troopers with just way better health, better than the blue health that I gave them, better than the standard tan and green health as well. So these guys are a force to be reckoned with. And they're going to be attacking from two different sides. They also have some Sherman 76s over here, which is a staple of any member of the former Plastic Nation. So yeah, I've been rambling for a really long time. I felt like this intro needed a little bit more explaining. I'd like to go into slight slow-mo for the first part of this battle because it's going to be so huge and I'm really excited for it. So without further ado, let's press start. Okay, so everyone's going forward here. Oh, and we already have gunfire. Looks like the Greens over here have caught sight of the Reds and are opening fire slightly. Looks like a few of these guys are going down. I think it's actually these tanks are taking actually a beating, and they haven't gone down yet. I think the 50 cals on top of the tanks were the ones that were really hitting the Green men. We've got Red soldiers actually infiltrating deep within, sprinting forward. Over here we've got the 76 Sherman coming forward, trying to combat some of these Red soldiers. Additionally, blue soldiers are taking advancements towards the green position over here. Tons of reds are going down over here, but they are actually clearing out some greens as they go, which is good for them. Looks like the Tiger tank over here is coming into combat with the Super Pershing. Both are taking some hits, as we can see. It looks like this excuse me, has been trapped, and this bad boy has been tracked as well now. I don't know if it's dead or not. Oh, it is dead. Okay, so the Tiger tank has gone down. The Super Pershing might still be alive. Sherman 76 is back here. One of them has died, the other is still alive, along with the Tan infantry, which is in a bit of a struggle though right now. They're taking a lot of losses. They don't have a ton of cover except for that rock wall. See, it looks like some of them tried to advance but died due to reinforcements over here. Blue Sherman 76 has been totally busted over this way. One red Sherman 76 over here is still alive, but the other has been busted. Oh boy. And then that thing goes down with an absolute bang right there. Holy cow. The Greens do have men left alive, actually quite a few in the middle here. And they have this bad Larry right here. This might have been the one without that Tiger tank. Actually, the crew just goes down as we speak. The Greens are holding their position solidly, but there are a lot of forces acting upon them right now, and more tanks coming in. Tanks, I think, could really change the tide of the war here. Whoever has access to the most tanks could prevail. So this thing has its main gun damage, so the only thing that is really accessible to it is the two machine guns left, one on the top, one on the hull right there. But some green soldiers are loading their bazookas. One of them goes down. This other one could take him out. He fires, he takes out the engine, and then goes down. What a hero. So this tank is no longer going to be able to move forward. Its crew is still crewing with 50 cal on top, but that engine might catch fire. We don't know. So that could be the end for them. Red soldiers are starting to infiltrate bit by bit over here, except they're meeting a lot of green opposition. We've got some green 50 cals laying on the ground over here, peppering this window, and watching this corner, making sure they take out any of these red Spartans that are trying to come through. Might only be a matter of time before these things go down, though. Oh, they do have some backup over here. We've got F60 also watching this corner. Reds are in a bit of a pickle over there. These buildings over here are occupied by the Reds as well, and they are firing through them at some of the resisting Greens in the very middle here. The Greens are starting to lose more and more men, as we can see. Blues are really pushing over here as well. They have probably the most men out of everyone still alive. I don't think much of their infantry got caught in any sort of crossfire. A little bit over here, but not too bad in all honesty. Greens are still trying to hold back on all sides here. We see this guy just gun down a Tan soldier and then turn his sights on the blues, takes out a blue, and then goes down himself. And these guys are probably pretty worried for their position now as they see more and more of their comrades going down. We got the Tans occupying these warehouses over here, coming in on the flank as well. The Tans have taken a pretty heavy beating in terms of infantry, but they're still proceeding forward quite nicely. Red soldiers over here aren't making the same advancements that their counterparts are, their enemies are, and the Greens are getting pretty brutally hit right now from really all sides. We got actually some Reds pretty far forward over here, doing a good job. That guy just got blown up by a bazooka, though. That's never good to see. I'm gonna go into normal speed now. Excuse me, I'm so sorry about my cough. It's been just sticking forever. Red soldier being quite brave over here, actually firing way across the way. We've got some hands over there, but he gets taken out. Reds occupy multiple warehouses now. They need to utilize this cover to the best of their abilities, really. I think it's a game of whoever can occupy the most buildings now. Tans are getting awfully close, though. Perhaps a little too close, maybe risking their cover and getting gunned down. I don't see really any Greens left. The Greens might be out of this battle now. They weren't able to hold the railway station from just so many enemies coming at them at once, and them being just absolutely sandwiched in between. I would say the Reds still have a is they do have superior men to the tans and blues, and they do have a solid defensive position going right now, sort of spanning this whole back line right here. But the tans and blues are not out of this yet either. They are still advancing pretty far, and if they can manage to catch a few of these reds off guard, take them all out, and really just seize the day here. We see a lot of these red fellas back here firing through the windows. That's good. They need to really use peak areas instead of out in the open areas. Keep to their cover, I think, is the key to this game, and hope that Bazooka Trooper does not just like gun it through here or something like that. That would be the end here. This guy just decides to suicide run forward. Big mistake. Tans are coming through much more powerfully now. I'm seeing them take bigger risks, some of them dying because of it. Ooh, big explosion over here. It looks like a Bazooka Trooper did end up firing through that and managed to catch a few reds in the explosion. This red soldier is going up against a whole fleet. I don't know if fleet's the right word, but a whole slew of tan soldiers just across the way over here. That's quite a number of them, actually, and they do have decent cover, but he nicks one in the shoulder right there. That was beautiful. Nice shot, nice shot. What are the Blues doing on their advancement over here? Looks like the Blues are actually doing much better than the Tans on the right side. I don't think there are nearly as many red men resisting over here as they were on the other side. The Blues are now sort of steamrolling through. But I think the Reds might still have something in store for them. He manages to get himself killed, and so does his blue counterpart right there, by this M16 gunner, as well as this Mosin Nagant. Actually, a new gun to the mod, and those two died without much resistance. It's actually a new gun to the mod. Here's another one right here. Pretty. Oh no, that's an M1 Garand. Sorry. Got my Mosin Nagant gun. Is that one? That actually, that is one right there. That's a Mosin Nagant. Pretty cool. They also have added the Scar, which is an awesome assault rifle, so we'll be seeing that in the future. I don't know if, it seems like a pretty powerful weapon, so maybe give it to a nation or something like that, and they can develop it as their own technology. I'm not totally sure yet. Either way, the Blues and the Tans have really made a comeback since their sort of really deep fall they took for a while there. In terms of, well, A, the Blues losing an entire island, which is probably still hurting their army pretty bad morale-wise. Not to mention the Tans lost some territory before that as well, so they're making a bit of a rebound here. The Greens are getting pretty caught in the middle and not having a great time at it right now, I would say. This red guy really needs to look to his right over here, or he's going to get squashed. He got squashed. We still got more troopers back here for the Reds, holding this gate post, waiting for the Blues to come through. Green is being tossed. Doesn't make contact with anyone. Red soldiers diving around, trying to get out of the way. Excuse me. We have Reds back here too. Bazooka Trooper. There's actually a few Reds back here. Not many. And the Reds that were over here are getting heavily grenaded now, and it looks like they are getting just squashed by the blue and tan army. Is that it, actually, for the Reds? No, it looks like there's one last Bazooka Trooper right here. Let me see what I can do with this guy. For the Red Nation. For the Red Nation. Yeah. Hey! We killed, like, 2 Blues. I think that guy was already dead or something. So either way, the Blues and the Tans make it out of this exchange victorious here. Kind of a surprise show out from these guys. I genuinely thought that the Reds might take this. Either the Reds or the Greens. I thought the Greens would put up a bit of a better defense and would end up holding off one of the armies and then turning around and taking out the other. But that's not really what happened. The Reds and the Tans and Blues sort of just absolutely destroyed the Greens in the middle and then started dueling it out with each other. Super interesting battle here. All sides really taking heavy losses. I mean, no one came out of this unscathed. This was a cool battle. I got to do more of these in the future. Um, can't wait for the comments to come rolling in that the tans and blues are having it too easy, or I'm being too biased to them. I'm really not. This was a completely random video. Like I didn't know who was gonna win. Um, so yeah, I don't know. This was cool. I hope you guys enjoyed it too. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Comment and subscribe if you did, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Be sure to click that subscribe button for more content, and hit the notification bell if you'd like to be alerted to whenever I live stream or upload. Thanks so much.